man, poor Indy just cannot escape the Nazis. I mean, granted, there are two movies, Temple of Doom and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, though we will not speak of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, that do not feature Nazis. He's not fighting Nazis. But still, it's like 3 out of the 5 movies is Nazis. But that being said, this is Indiana Jones's final adventure. Not only is it being billed as one last adventure, but Harrison Ford's like, yeah, I'm done. Which at his age, I can totally get. The man is in his 80s. So it's not like he can be doing this forever. And you really cannot continue this series without Harrison Ford, because Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones. Disney wanted to continue this, if I remember correctly, on Disney Plus as like a new TV series with somebody else as Indiana Jones. And there was such fan backlash that Disney was like, yeah, we're just going to stop. But anyway, Dial of Destiny follows Indiana Jones and his goddaughter, Helena, played by Phoebe Waller-Bridge, as they look for the Antikythera, which is a dial invented by Archimedes that could allegedly go back or forward in time. And of course, the Nazis want it, or at least a Nazi wants it to go back in time to win World War II, because that's what Nazis want. They want to go back in time and win World War II. And to this movie's credit, it's actually action-packed. Like, there's very few, like, lull moments in Dial of Destiny. It's just, like, constant action, and it's fucking great. And I am very well aware that most of the action, probably not Harrison Ford, it's a stunt double, because, again, the man is in his 80s. But what he does do, and what the stunt double does, it's exciting. What Phoebe Waller-Bridge does is exciting. Mads Mikkelsen doesn't do too much. He's kind of like a, how do I describe it? Like a calm, cool, and collected kind of villain. He like has everybody else do his dirty work. He just kind of sits there and be like, I want this, and his goons go get it, and like he sits there and screams while they try to take it from him in a moving car. But Mads Mikkelsen is amazing because he's Mads fucking Mikkelsen, and that man is never bad in a role. You know, the movie or the show might suck, The Secrets of Dumbledore, but he himself is always amazing. There are appearances of characters from the past. There's mentions of characters of the past. There's mentions of what happened in the other movies from the past. And the big question of, like, where the fuck is Marion? Where is Mutt? Though we honestly, at least I don't, and I think most fans would probably agree, we don't care where the fuck Mutt is, because Shia LaBeouf had no business being in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. He was one of the worst parts of that movie. But it is explained as to what happened, where Mutt is, where Marion is, and we do get closure with both characters, which is good. And then there's the twist, which not really Indiana Jones without a twist. You've got Raiders of the Lost Ark, where the Ark itself, once open, it melts people's faces off. And you got Temple of Doom, where these just innocuous-looking stones, they're fucking magical, like really magical. And The Last Crusade, where the Holy Grail is literally just a plain-looking cup. And Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, where the aliens are real. Though, again, we won't speak of Crystal Skull. But the twist from the Dial of Destiny, I think, is actually very good. Obviously, I'm not going to reveal the twist if you have not seen the movie yet. I do not want to spoil it. But, you know, does Indy go back in time? Does he go forward in time? Do we find out if this dial, is it real? Is it a fake? Does it really go back in time? Can it really go forward in time? Is it just a myth, a legend? The big reveal is pretty cool. And then we have the flashback sequences, which are teased in the trailer. The technology to de-age Harrison Ford, it looks pretty damn good. There's times where it's like, oh yeah, that's definitely CGI, but it overall looks pretty good. The only issue I really had with the whole thing is that They de-aged his face, but they didn't de-age his voice. Like, as the man's talking, like, we're looking at this, like, 20 or 30-year-old, but then we're hearing this gruff 80-year-old. It's like, we have the technology to de-age somebody's face, but we don't have the technology to de-age their voice? Ultimately, I think Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, it's a fitting end. It's a satisfying end to the Indiana Jones saga. It's leagues better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It's, I think it's overall better than Temple of Doom, though you can't top Raiders of the Lost Ark or The Last Crusade. That's impossible. But I do think this is an overall good movie. Everybody in it is great. Harrison Ford, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Toby Jones, small part, but he's fantastic. Antonio Banderas shows up. He's great. John Rhys Davies, he's amazing. Everybody. Mads Mikkelsen, again, amazing. Everybody involved is great. The action is fucking packed. It's fun. It's exciting. It keeps you engaged. Dial of Destiny, it's better than what the initial critics said. The initial critics were like, oh, this is trash. It's not trash. If you're a fan of Indiana Jones, I think you're going to enjoy it. Is it perfect? No. But it's a satisfying conclusion. I give Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, I'm going to give it a B+. Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when more reviews go live. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie or show, and I will see you next time.